What's good, everybody? It's your boy UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to the channel, boys. We're back with the Kansas City Royals franchise here on MLB The Show 22. Now, we are officially gearing up for the offseason, boys. We finished the regular season last episode. We didn't make it, but we had some good to come from it. We had some bad, but we definitely had some things we need to work on. We're going to take a look at what happened in the playoffs. We're going to go to the offseason. We're going to handle everything we need to handle, and we're going to gear up for another spring to go balls to the wall, to hit the nail on the head, to try to compete for season number 2. All right, boys, so take a look at what happened in the playoffs. The World Series was actually the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Houston Astros, and the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Houston Astros 4-3. Now, I have done all of this already before. This is a resimulation. It actually kind of worked out perfectly the first time, but guess what? Come on, come here. Let me tell you what happened. I wasn't recording. So now here we are going through all the sims once again. It is what it is, man. It was like perfect world. Whit Merrifield, you know what I'm saying, got to the same place he was with the Mets as last time. Actually, I think the Mets lost in the World Series with Merrifield, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at the stats real quick, you know, because one of the things we wanted to do, we wanted to trade Whit Merrifield to a contender. And, you know, we did that with the Mets. And this time around, instead of hitting 233, slugging like 890 something, he hits 227, 292 on base percentage, slug 273, OPS at 564. You know what I mean? Part of the reason why we traded him, but he wasn't the only person who hit like poop in the postseason. Jeff McNeil, JD Davis, they all hit like crap. You know what I mean? Even Polar Bear didn't hit the greatest, but he did drive in runs. Brandon Nimmo was their best hitter overall. Let's take a look at the awards. Hunter Renfroe is your World Series MVP. He hit 375, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Postseason MVP for the American League is going to be Jose Altuve. He hit 7 home runs, hit 361, 20 RBIs. He beat out Yordan Alvarez, who hit 400 with 12 RBIs and 4 home runs. Now, for the National League, Christian Yelich looks like he had a turnaround season this year. You know what I mean? Hitting 291. He also hit only 19 home runs, but he hit 4 home runs in the postseason with 14 RBIs, hitting 417. Take a look at the retired players, boys. Rich Hill is going to retire due to his age. The 43-year-old lefty is going to call it quits. He had a pretty decent season, 9-5 on 15 starts this season. 3.52 ERA, not bad. Sergio Romo, the 40-year-old right-hander, is going to call it quits after his 14th season in the major leagues. Matt Carpenter, who just fell off the face of the earth, he's going to call it quits at 37. He was in like AA or something this year. Jake Arrieta, poor free agency market. Nobody picked the 37-year-old up this year after pitching for a couple teams last year. Just didn't have anything left in the tank, so he's done. Shout out to him. Beautiful 10-year career. One of my favorite Yankees of all time, Brett Gardner, is going to call it quits. He also did not get picked up at all for 2022. Probably going to be a reality IRL, but, you know, all love to him. Shout out to him in the career that he had. Cole Hamels, another aging player, 39 years old, is going to call it quits. Wasn't picked up this year. Same thing with the other lefty, J.A. Happ, the 40-year-old. Great career, didn't get picked up. One of my favorite pitchers of all time, Scott Kazmir, also was going to call it quits after not being picked up for the whole entire 2022 season. And this actually worked out in a lot of players' favor, because there was quite a few players who had career-ending injuries during my last sim. Albert Pujols, naturally, is going to make the Hall of Fame. Should have hit over 300 for his whole entire career, but his last few years have been abysmal. But, you know, over 3,000 hits, 3,300, almost 700 home runs, almost 2,200 RBIs, 116 steals, surprisingly. Now, here we are for us, exclusive free agent negotiations. Now, Adam Ottavino, the old righty, 37 years old, had a pretty decent season for us, man. Let's see, 5-3. 2 saves, 3 blown, 8 holes, 55 and 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 42 hits, 26 runs, 25 earned, 6 home runs, 31 walks and 62 Ks, 4.04 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. Let's see here. He had a positive WAR, 0.5. Ks per 9 was 10. Walks per 9 was only 5. Home runs per 9 were under 1. I mean, at his old age, I think we can make something shake for him to bring him in for another year. So we'll bring him in for. I'll bring him in for $3 million. All right, $3 million a year. We'll offer him $3 million a year. Todd Frazier, Peacock, Chris Davis. I think I'm going to let him walk at 35. You know, he can still hit the ball a ton. I don't think we're going to need his services. Same with Todd Frazier. We have quite a bit of prospects who can, you know, possibly take the reins over for them. We also need a pitching coach, so we're going to go after, let's see. We'll go after Willie, -3 stamina, -1 break. Let's go after Jason Higgins. We'll make an offer to him. We'll offer him 1.5 a year. Should be an offer he can't refuse. And then we need a third base coach. We're going to go ahead and offer, who did I offer last time? We're going to go ahead and offer, let's see, Winston Burris, no. We'll go and offer Sammy Millar. We'll offer him something. We'll offer him about 1.2 a year. Adam Ottavino did accept our offer, and he is back on the squad. You already know the vibes. Went down a little bit, man, but like I said, with our pitching staff and our relievers, he's the second best reliever we have at 37 years old, so that's a plus. Remember, boys, when I said we want to stay under 100 mil for player salary, but I want to stay between like 75 and 85. I feel like that's realistic for what I'm trying to do here, and for some of the guys we're going to spend on. So we're on pace: 73 this year, 70 the year after, 67, 41, 39. So we are going to get to exactly where we want to be. Staff expenses aren't that much either. Now it's time to select that 40-man roster, boys. We don't want to lose anybody to the Rule 5 player draft. Now what we need to do is we need to get rid of a few players. We only need 93 on the books as a whole. We're not going to bring in any other people that aren't really supposed to be here or anything like that. So let's take a look at who we're going to actually say goodbye to. Colin Snyder is a person, 27 years old in the A-ball. We'll go ahead and release him. And then who else do we want to release? Gavin Stupinski. He actually had a decent season down there last year, bro. He's from New Jersey. It pains me to do this, but we're going to go ahead and release him as well. We're down to that 93 total require overall. With us having, you know, pretty much everybody we need within our own, within our own system, our own farm system and things like that. I don't think we're really going to go hard at anybody in free agency. We might try to hit the Rule 5 player draft because, like I said, I'm trying to build within the organization because Kansas City doesn't get a ton of free agents. That is not how they build their teams, and I want to stay true to that. Now, some guys I want to make sure we have on our 40-man that I do not want to lose. Will Klein, he's going to be a closer for the future. We're going to go ahead and add him to the list. Yes, sir, don't mind if I do. Edgar Andino. Now, we're going to move him up to AA for his first year, but he's older, right? 22 years old. He should be coming up fairly soon. I just need to see the way he pitches. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move Will Klein up to AAA. Now, if Edgar Andino does what I think he can do, we're going to bring him up to the big leagues probably this year, or at least, by the second half, because that's why you draft these older guys, because their estimated ETA to get to the MLB is quick. Now, guys, we're going to take off of the 40-man or leave off of the 40-man. Like guys like Logan Porter, we don't need him, but MJ Melendez, I kind of want to move him permanently to first base, but that takes him down a little bit to like a 69 overall. So we'll leave him at catcher and leave his, first base as his secondary, or even leave Salvi there. Actually, what if we were to relieve Salvi of those duties and put him at first base? What's the name? Every day. Was he like an 89 catcher, goes to an 86 first baseman? We'll do that because when it comes to Salvi, we really don't care about his stats anyway. We know what Salvi can and cannot do. So MJ is our catcher of the future. He is the lone catcher in the major leagues. Probably gonna need to call somebody up to keep it a bean with you, or sign somebody, a little backup catcher. So with that, let's see what we're gonna do here. Freddie Furman, who was a minor league all-star, that probably has no real future here with the organization. So 27 years old, probably not going to get called up. Same thing with Logan Porter, but Logan Porter is at least a 70. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Furman. We're going to release him. We're going to look to sign somebody else in the organization, to the organization. Benjamin Miller, remember we just drafted him. He would have been the best first baseman on our roster had we not moved Salvi to first base, but he's going to be in A-ball. No, we're going to actually move him to AA to see what he can do. Maybe he outplays his potential and things of that nature. Matt Adams is on the major league team right now. Same thing with Nick Prado. Nick Prado, if he has a decent spring, we're going to keep him up here with the AA squad. Ryan O'Hearn. For now, I'm going to keep him on the 40-man. But I just found out his name was Italian Breakfast was his nickname. I think he might be better than Prado, low key. when it comes down to it. So I'm going to add him to the 40-man as well. All right, so 40-man is full. We got to make some decisions here. Sebastian Rivero. I do not need you on a 40-man, my good brother. So we're going to just designate him for assignment. Boom. We're going to put him out. We're going to outright him. We're going to outright him to AAA. Back to his 40-man because some other guys want to make sure we get on there. Domingo Tapia. I think I'm going to DFA him as well. Let's go to relief pitchers. I'm going to outright put him on waivers. He should clear them. If he doesn't, whatever, I don't care. Make sure we got everybody where we need to be. Holding caps. Nah, see, if I'm going to put an arm there, it's going to be one of these starters. So, Asa Lacy, add you to the 40-man this year. Ballin is already on the 40-man. Nice. Mick Abel. I'm going to add that youngin to the 40-man. Wasn't there another pitcher we wanted to put here? Excuse me. Jace Vines, I might take off of the 40-man, honestly. But we'll leave him there for now. Frank Mazzucato. I'm not sure if we just drafted him. I think we did. All right, relief pitchers. Everybody we want to have up there is there. Let me go through positions once again. Clay Dungan, person we want to put on the 40-man. I do not want to lose him. So we got to take a position player off of the 40-man. Emmanuel Rivera, 26 years old, D potential. Yeah. I'm going to designate him for assignment. What was he, a third baseman? We're going to place him on outright waivers. Come back to second base. Clay Dungan. We're going to move him to the 40-man. Michael Massey. I want to put him on the 40-man as well. I low-key want to call Dungan or Massey up, but it depends on their spring. Peyton Wilson, also you see after the way he played last season's potential overall went up. I don't think I need to add him to the 40-man per se. But I'm going to put Massey on there. I probably got to take one more person off. Okay. Let's just take a couple people off because I want to put some people on there that I want to put on there. So Michael Garcia. We can remove him from 40-man. Matter of fact, let's just outright him. Let's DFA him. The shortstop. Who else do I want to DFA? I'm thinking about DFA him. Let's see. Zerpa, we're going to DFA him as well. So a shortstop, starter, and then Saltalet, we're going to DFA him. We're going to DFA those guys. Second baseman, Duggan is already there. Massey, we're going to add you to the 40-man. Peyton Wilson, I'm excited to see what you're going to do this year. I'm going to add you to the 40-man. He can't play any other position, but Michael Massey I thought could. But I know for sure Duggan can play the whole entire left side of the infield. So that's a plus. Emilio Rivera, already outrighted him. Nolan Jones, he's on the 40-man. Jordan Walker, let me add him to the 40-man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's outright to AAA. Garcia, boom. Lofton, I want to put him on the 40-man, but I don't know if I could. Yeah, I can't. I wanted to put John Rave on the 40-man, but we're going to stay clear of that for now because he had a bad second half of the season. Pena, I don't think we need to put him to the 40-man. I don't think anybody's going to pick him up to be their starting outfielder. If they did, that's tough. All right, so the 40-man is set. Let's go ahead and tender some contracts. Clay Dungan. We're going to go ahead and offer him his $50K, renew his contract. Michael Massey, we're going to renew his contract as well. Jace Vines, not sold, but $310K a year. We'll go ahead and add some pitching depth, some arms. Jake Brents, we're going to go ahead and sign him as well. Like I said, I'm re-signing most of my guys, and I've done this already, so I know who it is exactly I'm trying to go after. You know, so if I'm moving fast at any moment, it's because I've already done this once, and we're going to make sure that we get it done. Daniel Lynch, I believe in you. Frank Mazzucato, let's go ahead and give him his 80K. Nick Prado, I want to sign him long term. 24 years old. I'm going to do with him what I did with everybody else. So his arbitration will be up to like 1.8 million, right? Are we going to be able to get him for under a mil? We get him at right at a mil for the next 6 years. Prado is one of those guys I'm going to believe in. I'm going to all out sell. Italian breakfast, I'm going to sell out on him too. You know what I mean? Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of good people at one position, bro. That can either create trades, or you know, it's going to force other people to play better than what they do. Peyton Wilson, we're going to go ahead and re-sign him as well. Eric Pena, we're going to make sure we renew his contract. Let's get him up to 90K. I want to make sure he comes back. Drew Waters, another person I want to keep long term. I want to make sure we have you here, you know, in order to accurately assess you. Nick Lofton, let's give him 80K. Jordan Walker, I need you to be here for a long time, young bull. Nolan Jones, another guy selling out for. Another guy I want to make a part of this family. 400K. Boom. 4 years. Going through the rest of this. Will Klein, another guy we need to make sure is here long term. He's going. We're going to have a nasty bullpen in a few years as long as everybody stays healthy. Like, I guarantee you. All right, boys. So we got our first big free agent signing. Taylor Rogers is going to be going to the Giants. 3 years, $50 million. Let's just go ahead and round up. Aaron Judge leaves the Yankees. My last sim, he signed back with the Yankees, but he leaves the Yankees. 6 years, $134 million. That's sad as a Yankees fan to see that man go. I don't like to see that at all. Got some arbitration going on. Amir Garrett, we can offer him arbitration or bring him in for $1 million a year. Arbitration is $2 million. So he wants 5 years, $1.2 million. I'll give him 7 years, $1 million. A little bit under $1 million a year. We'll give him a million a year. All right, boom. I like Amir Garrett IRL. Ryan O'Hearn, he wants 1.3. Arbitration is 1.2. Let's offer him 1 million flat. Boom. Taylor Clark, asking for 1.4. Arbitration is 9.8. Let's offer him 1 million flat as well. All right, boys. Max Muncy is going to be going to the Cubs. 4 years, $65 million. Joey Gallo is going to the Scum Sox. 6 for 106.2. Wow. So they lose. The Yankees lose Judge and Gallo. Trey Turner leaves the Dodgers to go play in Cincinnati. Why would he want to go do that? Wilson Contreras goes to the Rangers. See, in my other sim, Joey Gallo went back home to the Rangers. So all players must have tender contracts by December 2nd, my birthday, or they will be free agents. So let me make sure all the contracts are tender that I wanted to offer. What's good with this boy? So I'm not offering him all that. So it is what it is, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not paying you $1 million. All right, be good money there. Edwin Diaz leaves the Mets and is going to go play for the Twins. $47.6 million for 4 years. Oh, fuck. I have that shit on. I did not mean to have free agency on fucking auto. All right, boys. Joe Musgrove is going to sign with the Cardinals. 4 years, $72 million. Clayton Kershaw gets a big 1 year deal. $31 million for 1 year to go pitch for the Brewers. That's actually going to be a huge. Him, Burns, and Woodruff with Devin Williams coming out of the pen. Oh, man. Roberto Perez signs a 1 year, $6.6 million deal with the Tigers. Time to go to the Rule 5 player draft, boys. And whoa. I'm not sure what we did. Oh, because I signed most of my players back. I'm so used to be having to pick, but I actually signed a lot of my players back, and my 40-man is full. So let's take a look at some of the guys that got picked up. Domingo Herman, Kyle Crick, David Bodie, Tanner Tooley, John Curtis, Michael Feliz. I picked up Kirby Yates last time, but maybe he'll still be a free agent because not a lot of teams need that. But we're going to add Kirby. I want to add Kirby Yates to my bullpen. I ain't going to hold you. All right, guys. Aaron Nola walks away from the Phillies. 6 years, $157 million from the Rockies. And we still got some guys in the free agency. Guys like Yuli Gurriel. He wants $3.3 a year. Former batting champ. Let's see what we can work with. Carlos Santana's a free agent again as well. Yuli Gurriel can play more than first base, but we also have a DH spot he can play, but I just don't want to stunt the growth for some people. Now, we got a guy like Matt Adams that we can go ahead and flat out release. If he's not claimed, we're going to owe him that 1.5. I'm cool with that. But when we're looking for first basemen or guys to play certain positions, I don't want the top tier, top notch guys. I want people that are going to be cost effective and people that are going to be realistic options, bro. So I'm trying to stay over 100. I want to stay between 75 to 85, but we're just over that at 91 for the 1 year for Yuli Gurriel. But I feel like this could be a plus for us. This could be a plus for us. A good starter to help bring in some of those young guys to play that first base position that we're really looking to come in here to play said position and show them how it's done, to show them how pros go about things. Charlie Morton is way down there, not that good anymore. It's just crazy to see some of these guys fall off who have been so good most of my life. Didi Gregorius is out there, but we just don't need middle infielders. All right, boys, so just an overview of what we did. And 2 of these moves I didn't even do. I had free agency on auto for whatever reason. I don't ever put that on auto. But we signed right-hand pitcher Shane Green, and we also signed Luke Jackson. And then you guys saw when we offered Yuli Gurriel for the 1 year, $4.8 million. Come over here to take a look at our budget heading into the spring. We're under 100 mil at 93. I wanted to be around 75, 80. It was a lot harder than I thought, but trust me, I'm not opposed to getting rid of some dead weight if need be. Now, coming to look at a 3-year window pretty soon, 2026, that's when we're going to be Salvy-less. I think he might have some sort of an option. No, he actually doesn't have an option. He doesn't have any type of option. So Salvy could be on his way out in the next few years. Well, not could be. Probably going to be on his way out in the next few years. I would love for him to retire with us, but we'll see how long he goes. You know, catchers don't necessarily play that long. But like I said, I'm not opposed to getting rid of some dead weight. Not anybody that I re-signed like last year, guys I wanted to be around here. You know what I mean? So we just got some decisions to make, but we're still, I got it pulled up right here. Let me tell you where we're still at. Based off of salaries in the MLB. At $93.4 million, we have the 13th lowest. We have the 13th lowest salary in the MLB. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it's us, and then there's 12 more teams that spend less than us. Like the Orioles only spend 36. The Athletics are at 37, and then it jumps up a lot. Pittsburgh's at 50, 65 for the Guardians, 66 for the Rays. And we see how some of those teams compete. So that's what I want to eventually get to. A big part of that, you feel me, is this Salvy contract. But I don't think with good conscience we can get rid of Salvy. So like I was saying before my dog started spazzing, I don't think I can. I think it might be sacrilegious to get rid of Salvy. I think he should end his career here with the Royals. So that's a contract we're just going to have to eat over the years. But after Salvy's gone, bro, our highest paid player, our highest paid guy is going to be Brad Keller. Now, if Brad Keller doesn't have a better season than 12-12 after this year, we could possibly move on, or maybe in the middle of the year send him to a contender. And everything after that is pretty cost effective, where I don't think anybody's making too much. Now, we could have played the long game, like the short game, and did a contract renewals with a bunch of people and did the arbitration. Nah, I want to lock people up. I want these guys to know that they're my guys. That's who's going to be on my team, and this is what we have to work with. All right, boys, so here we are officially in the spring, and we are going to be taking on the Texas Rangers in our first game. Let's quickly go over the roster we're bringing into the spring, and next episode we'll jump straight into it. Against righties, Nicky Lopez, Kyle Isbell, Alec Bohm, Salvy Perez, Dominic Smith, Edward Alvarez, MJ Melendez, Nick Prado, and Bobby Witt. Surprised, I actually let this auto do, and I'm surprised the computer chose to go with Prado over Gurriel. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that we were able to give Duggan an invite to the spring. Same thing with Peyton Wilson. Now, I don't expect Peyton Wilson to make this club whatsoever, but I just wanted to see what he's going to look like, get some big league pitching. You know what I'm saying? Stats are kind of low for right now, but B potential could definitely be something special. And then the rotation, we have the one lefty, but I'm thinking about putting Tookie in the rotation. He would definitely get some spot starts. Bubic as well. I would love for him to take, you know what? No, Bubic is going to be supposed to take Lynch's spot this year. Jace Vines is another. So Jace Vines, Daniel Lynch, and Touki Toussaint are all pitching for rotation spots here this spring. If they outpitch these guys, they're going to get the call. If not, they're going to go back down to double and AAA, and we're going to see exactly how long it'll take them to get back up to the big league club. But pitching was our Achilles heel last year. We were very, very bad at it. Even when our offense picked things up a little bit. Carlos Hernandez might be our ace, bro. If we're being 100% real, I don't care about overalls. I care about results. So Brady Singer isn't ready to be an ace yet. We're gonna go with Brad Keller as the 2 starter. Singer and Corbin Martin, 11 and 12. Bubic. Ooh, he's the biggest question mark. That 5th spot is the biggest question mark, boys. So don't be surprised in the season if, we skip over this 5th spot sometimes and it's Tookie, Lynch, or Vines, depending on who makes the club, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed season 1 and are excited for season 2. If you didn't, if you are, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. It's your UncleSamsReject, RKGames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Niggas want me to lose, but I can't. I've been stacking this shit to the ceiling. Know some niggas with bodies, and it ain't no probably. We never speak on them killers. Everybody on my block gon' get them some money. It's only a couple of drillers. I've been fucking them hoes, man. Them bitches ain't nobody.